Hey everyone, off the mic Sports Network here. Got to talk about AEW because you know I get frustrated with this place, man. Because I just think the true colors of Tony Khan are starting to show in the reports that you're reading, and just the way that he's kind of talked out of his ass through the media. And they got the media deal that they wanted. They're signed up with Warner Brothers Discovery for another 3 years. But the ratings keep declining. The spin jobs keep going. They're renaming their superstars. Adam Copeland's now just Cope. Um, I just don't see any signs of change in this company. And that reeks directly from the top with Tony Khan. And when you see a result like what happened on New Year's Day, which was in line with what their previous ratings were, they were at 588,000 and a .16 in the 18 to 49. That was up from the previous week, which was on Christmas. So I just don't. They're still losing to NXT. They're still losing to NXT. And don't you dare come at me with this excuse of, hey, maybe more people were watching on Max. Listen, they did not do a great job of promoting. They just said the show was on Max. WWE has been hammering home for 3 to 4 months that they were going to be on Netflix and have been begging you to watch this on Netflix because it's exclusively on Netflix. When it's a simulcast, the odds are most people are going to watch it on regular television. That's just the way it is. It's like Turner will promote, hey, their baseball games are airing on Max, or CBS when they air their football games, it's on Paramount Plus. The odds are most of the people are going to watch it on regular television. So there may have been some viewership on Max, but I don't think there was a lot of it. This is in line with what AEW has done the previous years. And then you look at the show, like Chris Jericho's still on the show. We're talking about a Jeff Jarrett, world title run. The Death Riders gimmick is just, now Adam Copeland is involved with FTR to try and take down the Death Riders. And it's just like the Death Riders gimmick is already done with me. Adam Page is trying to, reheat himself up after he was kind of sacrificed in this 4-way at World's End. Like it's a real mess of a show. The Continental Classic was used as a vehicle just to get to Okada and Omega for like the 7th time, which, okay, it might be great, but you've already seen this match like 4 or 5 times and it's been so great. Do you really think it's going to happen again? like, I didn't get it, man. And then you hear stories from people saying that the Elite Takeover angle that happened earlier this year was blown dead because Tony Khan didn't want people thinking in storyline that somebody else not named Tony Khan was actually booking the show, which is ridiculous, by the way. If you can't get past the fact that you have authority figures on your wrestling show, that means you have an ego. And Tony Khan may be a nice guy, but if you can't accept the fact that, hey, somebody else in storyline can be booking shows for AEW, that's a problem. Like, there's been authority figures across wrestling for years. So when I heard that, I was like, what? What are we talking about? And I'll say Tony McMahon Con or Tony or Vince McMahon Con or something. It's just like Tony Vince or however you want to call it. Tony Khan is consistently, over the weeks and months that have happened in the last couple of years, has shown more Vince McMahon tendencies by the days, the weeks, and the amount of shows that they have done. And it's not getting good. And they're under 600,000 viewers, and they are losing to WWE's 3rd show, the developmental show. I've been saying this for months, and they don't change anything whatsoever, and they think everything is peaches and cream and everything is okay. It is not. When the bet, and I give them credit for the whole Ricochet thing with Swerve Strickland, but like, we're doing another Casino Gauntlet next week. We've done that like 6 times in the last year. Like, you're sacrificing a Continental Classic tournament for it where your champion's competing in it, and the prize at the end of the tunnel is, hey, we get a returning Kenny Omega. Do we really need the Continental Classic? And then your world champion doesn't even have the decency to show the world title in front of anybody and is speaking in riddles and nonsense that nobody can figure out. Like, what am I supposed to think about this place? There's no control, there's no consistency in storylines, and the booker's more concerned about how he's portrayed on television than anything else. It's a mess over there. And until they get things sorted out, these numbers are going to continue because they haven't drawn 1 million viewers in over a year. Like, it's not good. It's not good television. And I want AEW to do well because there's a lot of talented people there. But the investments that they have made in this company have not been good. Mercedes Moné may go down as the biggest bust in the history of professional wrestling for the investment that they've put in and the way that she has been portrayed. It is not connected with the audience. Yeah, she may be undefeated and she may be a double champion, but nobody gives a shit. Will Ospreay's fine, but he's lost a bunch. Kazuchika Okada, okay, he finally got his big moment, but now we're going to go back to another program that happened 5-6 years ago. Chris Jericho's a world champion in his 50s. What are we doing? And Athena, who's maybe the best female in that company, has been buried on Ring of Honor in a 2-year title reign that they can't get out of, which makes no sense to me. I could go on for days about how much this pisses me off, but when I saw that he ended a storyline that could have honestly gotten over if they would have really tried, but they didn't, because Tony Khan did not want it to be seen that anyone else besides him was booking matches. That's ridiculous. And that just shows you where this guy's head is at. It's all about what he wants. It's all about what the boss wants to do. And then when he's consulting for creative, he's kind of just letting the inmates run the asylum, which is what you're seeing with this Jon Moxley thing. And it's just a lot of, very talented people are being left by the wayside. Like Miro's been sitting at home for a year plus. Like you're not booking certain people the right way. So it gets frustrating. So anyway, that's off the top rope for now. I'll talk to you guys real soon. A lot more content, sports and wrestling coming up here on the channel. I will talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.